I'm sorry. I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone. The good earth is rich.
Nacido en mi tierra, con el pincel de camino, pintó y sigue siendo de tantos pintores.
Poor with empty pockets, but his family was large. Poverty was life in the face on his cards. The dirt's where he grew, learning new earth smarts. Burnt wood and stone were the tools of his art. He recreated everything around him on the wall, emphasizing pain on the faces that he draw, making different inks out of whatever would stain. Sometimes his work would wash away with the rain. It only made him better cause it made him do it twice, revisiting his own mental pictures of his life. The animals he drew were the freest that he knew. Deep inside he wanted to be free to fly too. His brothers and his sisters never understood his burden, always working, so they thought that how he spent his time was worthless. Maybe so, not to him, someone had to do it. He was born to speak through his method and he knew it.
Nacido en mi tierra, con el pincel de camino, pintó y sigue siendo de tantos pintores.
You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Let us use that power. Let us fight for a new world that will give you the future. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people.
Los desaparecidos never reappeared at all. The gossip on the street slowed down to a stall. He loved the back and forth propaganda cause it all involved new styles that he'd imitate and draw. His father put a rifle in his hands when he was 12, right around the time that he started painting shells. Red became the common shade of life in which he spoke with. Dead became the way in which his people fell so quick. The afterlife became a major part of how he'd sketch it. Black angels rose from the bodies and connected with the heavens, while dictators' bullets killed dozens. He was fighting from the hills, chewing sugarcane resin, soaking up the fear, fate's opinion on his future, turning up his transistor radio to mute the silence. All alone he watched the river from the south, siempre dibujando lo que viene from the mouth. When the sun rose up, he was always there to greet it, grateful to be back from another day completed. His body bore the brunt of a hero undefeated, thus his skeleton was twisted, broken, glued together pieces. He gingerly applied and slipped his feet inside his slippers. 80 years of calluses had covered up his blisters. His cane was made of oak and amber rocks with DNA. His wrists were tied to age and the carpal tunnel away. The kids inside his village loved to call him the Payaso. He played along to make him happy, doing what he had to. Time had taught him how to make his painting spoken word. He sat atop a soapbox where the village street converged and spoke about the many mental pictures that he drew. Creatively he entertained and taught the precious youth the history and why they never disappeared at all. How the oyster was the world and the world was a ball. That's all.
Pintor, nacido en mi tierra, con el pincel extranjero, pintor y sigue siendo de tantos pintores.